The Ministry of Education has given a stern warning to all heads of schools, cautioning them against any fee hike in schools ahead of the reopening of schools next week to kickstart the 2021 academic calendar amidst the pandemic. Education CS George Magoha has said that whoever will be a victim of the same shall be dealt with thoroughly in accordance with the law, or rather to the law. Robert Homer reports.
The school belongs to government. The children belong to government. You yourself, you belong to government. Who do you think you are?
After a one-week break from schools for the 2020 academic year, third-term break for all the primary and secondary school learners, schools are set to resume their studies from 26 July 2021 to start the 2021 academic calendar. The Education Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, has now issued a shocker to all the heads of schools, warning them against any fee hike.
There should be no charge, because primary school is free and paid for. 75% of high schools, in fact all the day schools, there should be no charge there. You must be crazy to be giving a child a bill of 11,000 shillings for feeding. Who says you have to feed that child at school? If you want to feed the child, get the PTA and agree, and don't extort money from them.
CS Magoha has insisted that whoever will violate this order shall face it rough in accordance to the law, noting that his office has already identified a section of school heads fond of this act, and soon his whip is yet to land on them.
If you don't take, the government of the Republic of Kenya shall take action. We cannot allow this. Let us not assume that all the children come from families that have got money. There are families that are struggling.
This is on the backdrop of a report by the civil societies under the Elimu Yetu coalition that are mounting pressure on the government to at least spend more than 20% of its annual budget on education.
The secretariat staff. So that clarity is something that we need to take forward. But I want to imagine the Elimu Yetu secretariat can take that forward.
After the 8 years of sewing in books, the transition is now here, with the Ministry of Education maintaining that physical learning in a week's time must be achieved even with 100% transition while maintaining the COVID-19 protocols. Robert Homer, Switch TV at KICD in Nairobi.